Hello again, this is Unit 6, Video 7, and we're going to be working with some applications of rational functions. Have your calculator by you because we are going to use it. It'll be a little bit easier for some of these problems to kind of try this on the calculator. And let's get started. Alright, so this is going to be the word problem, and we're going to use this for 3 examples, the same function. The function below represents the cost of removing X% of a pollutant from the environment. Okay, so X% of the pollutant. So the cost of removing 10%, what should I do with the X? Well, if 10% is my X, then I want to use 10. Well, if 10% is the value I'm looking for, I want to use 10 as my X. Alright, for this one, how much will it cost to remove 55% of a pollutant? So I'm going to be looking at C of 55. Sometimes when we work with percents, we use decimals, but at this time, because it says X%, then X is actually the 55, and it's just how it would sound, 55%, X%. So I'm going to be substituting in 55. When you do this, you're going to be multiplying here. Make sure you're very careful as you enter this into your calculator, and if you are using a calculator and trying to do this all in one big swoop, make sure that you open a set of parentheses in the denominator to make that an entire group. So go ahead and try that on your own. I will do the same thing, and we'll see that we get the same answers. So I have 8.18 repeating would be the cost to remove 55% of a pollutant. Let's try again. So for this one, I'm looking at the same function, and I want to know how much it would cost to remove 95% of the solution. Should it cost more? Should it cost less? Well, I am putting a larger number in my denominator. So before you just type this in and get an answer, if I'm putting a larger number, I'm multiplying a larger number here, but then I'm going to be dividing by a much smaller number. So my numerator is growing very large, while my denominator in this particular case just got really small. So I'm taking an even larger number on the top because I am multiplying 6.7 times 95. I'm dividing by a much smaller number. So should my cost go up or go down? Well, a larger number divided by an even smaller number is going to give me a higher cost. So this one, C of 95, will equal 6.7 times 95. Careful when you divide, and you might as well in this case divide by 5. Will give me 127.3. Okay, I don't know if this is thousands of dollars. I haven't indicated that, so I'm okay leaving it right here right now. This time, what happens to the cost when we try to remove close to 100% of the pollutant? So in this case, if I try to remove 100%, I'm dividing by 0. So how can we take a look at what happens when we divide close to 100%? What numbers should we use? Well, I'm going to try 2 numbers, and we're going to take a look. We're going to remind ourselves that for the last example, for 95%, we had a cost of 127.3. Okay, let's try 99%. So go ahead and substitute in your 99%. So C of 99. We came up with 663.3. What if we try 99.9%? So try C of 99.9. got 6,693.3. What if we had 99.99% and we tried to remove that much of the pollutant? We're getting closer to 100%. I get 66,993.3. So what seems to be happening here? My number's growing very large. We're going to try one more. 99.9999. Let's give it 4 nines. We are very close to 100% of this pollutant being removed. I get, for 99.9999%, 66,99993.3. That is over 6 million. So can we draw a conclusion about what happens when we try to remove 100% of the pollutant from the environment? It seems like as X gets larger and approaches 100, then C of X, our function, approaches infinity. It's going to always grow the closer and closer we get. All right. So, very short assignment. I'd like you to take a look at page 367 and try numbers 81 and 83. The answers are in the back of the book there. Also, make sure you log on to your Schoology class and take that quiz that's titled Unit 6, Video 7 Entrance Slip. You know where to find it. The completion and accuracy of this quiz will be a part of your homework score. After this lesson, you should be able to use a rational function within a word problem. All right, we'll see you in class.